me start with the basic question of what should be the role of a parent in the life of a child, especially in the UK, because I'm a Nigerian and you are Nigerian. So the experiences we have growing up in Nigeria is different from what we could expect in the UK. So what would be the first generic advice you would give to a parent?
Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Joba, thank you for the privilege to be able to come to your platform and share our experiences. Going to your question, I think it's not exclusive, but I think the parent, wherever, be it UK or Nigeria, custodians of like we said, we are more like a caretaker. We strongly believe by faith that God has given these children to us. And so parents are there the role is to nurture, the role is to guide, the role is to encourage, the role is to also, because one of the things that I believe most parents do is you have the advantage of experience and share that with the so that they don't have to go through what you've gone through, so to say. So that's some of the role of a parent anywhere, including UK. I believe my wife will have something to say to that.
Yeah, I totally agree with what my husband has said. We as parents, anywhere we are in the world, I believe the purpose of God for any parents is to raise the next generation. And what does that mean to us when we're saying we're raising the next generation? We're raising children that compliant to the social circle that they find themselves. We're raising children that are godly. We're raising children that are compassionate. We're raising children that are hardworking. We're raising children that are respectful. So regardless where we find ourselves, God is entrusting children in our care for us to lead them and guide them as the next generation.
I'm quickly going on that thread now. So what would be the basic need of a child? What would be the basic need of a child, depending on the generic now, regardless of the age? Like, what would be the basic needs or the basic responsibility of a child, of a parent to their steward, to their children?
One thing is security. And what I mean by security, I don't mean only that they are in their hands, they are unsafe, but security as in they want the children, believe it or not, up to a certain age, no matter what they say, they actually look for comfort and guidance in an adult. They consciously or unconsciously look to certain people as their role models. So basic things that we can provide as parents of course, apart from the providing a good home or all the necessities of life, what they look for again is care. So that care is important. So the basic need of a child, they look for care. They want to be cared for in several ways. So I believe strongly that's basic need. A lot of child, you see a toddler, for example, and I'm sure you have one and your listeners do. Sometimes they just come near you and they are, they just want a little bit of your presence, your attention. They just need your not necessarily wanting anything sometimes. So that gesture sometimes say that naturally God has imputed into them looking for care, and that's where we be sensitive to their needs. That tends to grow, change as they grow, but that center is they need care and attention. I believe is one of their basic needs.
Thank you very much. Do you have anything to add to that, Ma?
Maybe just two things to the list that my husband mentioned already, because I would say love and trust. Every child wants love regardless of what age they get to. I still sometimes call my mom, I was raised in Nigeria. You still have that love, that affection all through, and it's very important from an early age for your child to be able to have that. We have an 11-year-old who is constantly coming to put the head there, put the arm there. I said, come on, move your head. So love at any level is so important, and it's got to be grounded from the start. There's this phrase that you yearn for what you don't have. Sometimes children crave for what they don't have. You see children that are raised in a home that they don't have love, they don't experience love. When they grow up, I know this might be just an example. It can actually happen to anyone. They grow up looking for love everywhere. They're jumping from one man to another, because they've never experienced the love of a mother. They've never experienced the love of a father or anything like that. So love and trust are foundational and basic need for every child.